Hello, this is Solomon Davis, Right Side Trader. Today is May 27, 2023, and this is my weekly market review where I'm reviewing the Dow 30 on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendations here, even if I do talk about trades and trade strategies and stuff and levels and all that kind of stuff. I hope I'm not giving any specific entries or exits. So again, have your own strategy, your own plan, your own way of managing things, and your own way of actually reviewing your individual trades. That's what trading, that's one of the big parts of trading that any professional trader has as part of their routine. Plan, manage, review. And I'm doing a weekly review here. All right, let's jump over to the charts and see what's going on here on the Dow. First of all, on the Dow, again, it's bullish technically because it's above the 10 moving average on the monthly chart, but it's not going anywhere. You know, I'm kind of expecting, I kind of expected once it does make a move, it may go above 160, above here into this supply. It might get over this little supply here, but that, as you can see, this is where my tops are at. My tops. So it's okay for me to use these as tops. If you see them as tops also, it's okay for you. But that's what I see right now. Also, I don't have all the way down here as my bottom. This is my bottom, as you can see. But as you can see, for the last 2 quarters and all the first 2 quarters of the year, it hasn't gone anywhere. It's obeyed one of my other rules. I believe this is my pivot here, so I kind of expect it to stay above pivot, and it's doing that so far. And let's just see what happens here on this whole yearly pivot. These are yearly pivots. Will it stay within this range all year? I don't know. I know it can stand there for a few months. I've seen it happen before on the Russell, but on the Dow, this is not common. But let's just trade what we see. What we see, we trade. Okay, let's just jump on in here and take a quick look at some of the details on this and wrap this on up. As we can see on the quarterly chart, we closing right below the 10 on here. But again, it's just going sideways. It's staying above this level right here, which I'm okay with it. It's definitely staying above this level down here, which I'm okay with. And that's what I see. You know, by the end of the month, I don't expect it to drop all the way down here. And by the end of the month, I don't expect it to go any higher than here. You know, I expect it to stay within this range for the remainder of the month. Once it does break this range, I expect it just maybe only jump up a little bit because you have this supply over here, and it's going to have a hard time breaking that supply. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at the monthly chart. On the monthly chart, I have quarterly pivots. It has stayed within this range on these quarterly pivots, which has been pretty good. The other thing that's happening here on the monthly chart is this a red month bounce. The right side traders may know what I'm talking about when I say that. I won't get into any details on that, but I hope you guys see what I see. You know, we are in it did drop down. It is staying above the 10. We are above the 50, and our stochastic is not quite to the top. Let's see what this market is going to actually do here. So we are technically still in a bull market, but we are forming a red month. Let's see what's going to happen after this. On the weekly chart, we can see this past few weeks, this month, we have been trending down. We ended up that first week below pivot. We have stayed below pivot. We came all the way down to a support 3 level and down to our 50 moving average, and we bounced. You know, is this going to be a good bounce? What's going to happen? We do have our stochastic near the top turning down. How far down will it go? That's the question. But that's what I see here. I do see a slide. I do see us maybe next week opening below the pivot on the monthly pivot on the weekly chart. So be mindful of how you look at this. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the daily chart and see what's happening there. On the daily chart, you can see we did get up to a resistance 1, and we end up closing below pivot on the weekly pivots. We stayed below those pivots. we came down and broke a support 2 and not quite to a support 3. Let me zoom in just a little bit here for you, where you can see this bullish looking pattern forming here. Will we get confirmation on this bullish pattern and come back up at least? That's still only like $6. But can it give us confirmation and get back up above this level? As you can see, I can see on the bigger picture, we are making lower highs and lower lows, so be careful. Even though the stochastic is down here at the bottom, as you can see, it hasn't been making it back to the top. So be careful. That's all I really want to share here on the Dow. Again, hope you guys are having a great weekend, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye.